Please welcome our team's singing sensation and the ultimate mom of our group. Missing a charger? Snack? Band-aid? Or just a good laugh? She's always got you covered. She never misses a good photo op or an opportunity to tell us all about her future husband. Please join me in welcoming our amazing State Council Secretary, Alyssa.
Come here, my dear. Oh, you think you're my side. What is free but absolutely priceless? Unable to be owned, but yet able to be used for better or worse. Unable to be kept, but yet so easy to spend. Something that once you have lost, you can never get back. My life has always seemed like a race against this very thing. Much to my dismay at the time, I joined 4-H at the age of 9 and ended up falling in love with the organization, and over time got more and more involved in the program as well as, well, everything else in my life. The little squares in my packed and color-coded daily planner never seemed to have enough space for what all I was trying to cram into them. 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, 4-ish weeks in a month. It's never been enough time for me. So why am I standing up here yapping at all of you about time when my time on state council is rapidly coming to an end? Well, because I want to share with you a lesson that this year specifically has taught me, a lesson that I wish somebody would have given me when I was sitting where you are today. How many of you know what a grandfather clock is? You know, these things up here, they work all fine and dandy until they start to slow down, not keeping time anymore until ultimately they stop in their tracks. So you have to wind it back up again with the key. But you can't wind it up too much or it goes too fast and doesn't keep accurate time. You have to find that balance of where it is just right and on track. Now, if my friend Gabriella in the back could stand up. I remember during my first SLC 5 years ago today, sitting in that very seat, deciding that I would be on the Pennsylvania 4-H State Council. From that moment, I did anything and everything I could to build my resume and better prepare me to apply. Thank you, Gabriella, you can sit. But that wasn't all I was doing. You see, the entire way through high school, I was in pretty much, well, everything but sports. Over 60 days of school is what I missed my senior year, all excused as educational, don't worry, due to all of these activities. I remember distinctly the time that one of my teachers told me, Alyssa, you aren't teenagering the way you're supposed to teenager. And one day, that kind of hit me. I had spent my entire time in high school pushing myself often beyond the breaking point, trying to prove myself to those around me. I wanted to be the best. I wanted to do anything and everything I could to unlock my power within. I was trying to use everything in my life as a key to my clock, winding it up faster and faster, just trying to excel. Everyone saw me as the person who was doing so much, the overachiever. I didn't want to disappoint them. But all of that led to my clock breaking down. The burnouts, the breakdowns, the exhaustion. There were so many times that I needed to take a break, but simply couldn't. Time for myself was non-existent. Sleeping became optional because my homework needs done, but I need to practice for around 2 to 3 hours if I want to make it to state choir. I turned down going to do social things because where does that show up on your resume? How would that help me get scholarships for college? How would that advance my 4-H career? I had so much to do and so little time, I had to make it work. But then summers became my escape from the hectic and packed school years, leaving me with just 4-H. I was surrounded by so many people who cared about me and not what all I had accomplished in my life. All of the lifelong friendships and memories, the teaching skills, everything that made me fall in love with 4-H in the first place. 4-H has done more for me than I could possibly ever fit into words. Our council was brought together to do great things. Though we have had so many ups and downs, we've become so much more than a team. We've become the ones to cry on FaceTime with late at night and rant to about the horrible things we call dorm life. It's no secret that our council has been through far too much in this past year and a half, but we have been beside each other through it all. We've become the cheering squad for life events and the ones you can't wait to see at the next meeting. We've taken selfies. a lot of selfies, gone to church, driven thousands of miles with hot dogs in hand, hunted for microwaves, probably driven mom, grandma, and aunties past their limits, and made big girl decisions together. It's incredible the memories that we have built in just over a year's time, and I will never be able to express how truly grateful I will always be for this opportunity. You all have truly been a key in my life to keeping my clock going in time, and I can never thank you enough. From the moment I found out I had made it onto the 2024 Pennsylvania 4-H State Council to the very second I stood up here on this stage and put on this blazer, I had a countdown running on my phone with the days, hours, and even seconds left until this ceremony. Well, I forgot to turn it off, so the countdown remains. As of this very second, our team has been officially state council for 8,736 hours, 12 minutes, and 20 seconds, in case you wanted to know. So now, since I have been on the Pennsylvania 4-H State Council, and I have business cards with my name on them, I can say in my extremely professional opinion, here are my tips to using 4-H to keep your clock in time. 1, take advantage of every opportunity. 4-H gives youth so many amazing opportunities that they would have otherwise have never gotten. Like, I've gotten to go to the White House, audition for American Idol, write laws, and so much more. It's insane. All of these things can help you to make your best better and keep your clock ticking in time. But that being said, keep in mind to always strive to make your best better, but never push yourself too far. There is such a thing as too much on your plate. Be social, have fun, and find your balance. Yes, these years are for preparing yourself for life as an adult, but don't forget to teenager once in a while. But smartly and responsibly, please. And lastly, find your key. I will forever be grateful for the people that 4-H has introduced me to who will sometimes tell me that I don't want to accept. Sometimes you need that person who will tell you to step back because you're going too fast and you're going to break down. And sometimes you need the people who will pick you up when your clock threatens to stop. But no matter what happens, it will be great. I strongly believe that everything that happens in our lives happens for a reason. You think you know what will happen, how things will go, but all in all, none of that matters. You will have plans fall through, opportunities and chances you miss, and people you lose. But no matter what happens, it is meant to happen, and it will be great. Great things will happen in each and every one of your lives. Maybe not when you wanted them to happen, but everything that happens for a reason, and you will make it through. Treasure your time here as a 4-H'er, as youth, as whatever is important to you, because you will never have another today, and you do not want to live wishing for yesterday. A wise friend of mine that 4-H introduced me to once told me, life was never promised to be happy and fun 24/7, so don't sit around disappointed when stuff goes wrong. Pick up and find the silver lining, because sometimes that's all God gives you. I urge each and every one of you to find your key in life. Use 4-H and all it has to offer, the people, the projects, the clubs, to keep your clock in time. Life will bring you to points where your clock speeds up faster than you can handle, or times when you are almost shut down. But take a deep breath, find your silver lining, and it will be great. Thank you, and God bless.